What is up? It's MTG of MTG Reviews. So today we have the M340, for what might just be the last time reviewing this car on the channel. So to close it off, I asked everybody, well, a lot of people that are on Twitter and that are following me, that what do they want to know about this car. So a lot of people asked questions, so I'm just going to be answering those questions about this car. So it's going to be a lot. It's going to be performance, it's going to be daily usability, maintenance, a lot of things, right? So I'm just going to be answering those questions by doing what the question says. The first question is, does it have launch control? So let's see. Sport, you have to put on Sport Plus, go back, and then with traction, put it on traction off, and then put the gearbox on Sport. Right, so in 3 yo man, yo, the numbers rack up so quickly, man. This thing is crazy. Let's go again. Yo. Yeah, now you're gonna see me actually sun-kissed vibe. Yo, it really does break. Didn't expect that. Okay, wait. Oh my god, man, yo, those change downs as well. Yo man, this is nice. So here's another question. Does it sound the same as the pre-facelift M340i? I mean, let's just take a listen and you'll tell me. What do you think? Okay, so the next question is it comfortable on a day-to-day drive? So it's basically a 3 Series, right? The suspension is quite firm. Well, not as firm, but then firmer than the normal one. So yeah, it's actually comfortable. The seats are comfortable as well. On the long drive, that's when they might start getting a bit uncomfortable. It has hard leather opposed to the soft leather that the other lower 3 Series have, just like on the front seats as well. So the front seats are actually M Sport seats, so that's what you get on an M3 standard seats if you don't opt for the carbon ones. So yeah, they are quite supporting, but then yeah, they can get uncomfortable on longer drives, but then on short drives they're quite okay. Another question is this one: what other tricks does it have except the power and then the big screen? So you can do this actually. You press and hold, it's gonna go to sprint mode, you see, and then it shifts the gearbox to manual. Did you hear that? So yeah, it's gonna be on sprint mode. On new BMWs, it's labeled as boost, so you will see it's just gonna go back by itself to Eco Pro, which is quite nice, since you don't have the M1 and the M2 buttons on this car. So yeah, basically puts it to sport for some time, and then it goes back. As you can see now, we're back to Eco Pro. Such a clean way if you want to overtake. Quite nice, I like it. Picasso. And another question is, how are the driving dynamics? So this is how it drives. So how does it drive? Just on a normal road drive. And if you wanna try to see how it moves, so it really handles well. Oh, that exhaust, it really handles well even on like high speeds, relative high speeds. The handling is actually quite nice, like it. Those aggressive shifts, like, they help the car slow down nicely. Okay, go. thing that I don't get, when you put it on Sport Plus, the gearbox still remains on D, which I think it should have just been Sport Plus as well. When you slow down, it basically kicks you in the back. Man. And those pops, I mean, they're artificial basically because they're playing through the speakers, but I mean, quite something. Quite something. Ooh, man, the aggression is actually crazy. Okay, let's just fill it for one last time. It happens so fast. Everything is quick, man. Everything is just what a car. What a car and a half. This car is really nice. And then on a day-to-day driving, let me just put it on comfort. I mean, the exhaust is still there. Let me put it on Eco Pro. The valves closed, but then you can still hear the exhaust sound. But the valves are closed because it's a valve exhaust system. So you can still hear it, but it's better. And when you put it in on Eco, actually, the suspension goes to soft or comfort depending on. If you put it on Eco Pro, the suspension is going to be on comfort, but then individually you can configure it to be however you want it. Configure individual. You see damping, you can put it on sport and comfort. So yeah, let's just keep it there. But then when you put it on comfort, you can't choose because that's what you selected. It has to be comfortable. You don't have comfortable individual, because then what are you changing? If you change the suspension to something else, it's no longer comfortable. So yeah, the day-to-day is quite nice, but as I said, the seats quite supportive, quite hard, quite configurable as well. So I'm not sure here in SA if the M340 comes stock with these seats or you option them, but then outside you can basically get the 3 Series, the normal 3 Series seats on an M340i. So this one has the M Sport seats, which are nice for the car and what it does. So yeah. My BMW. So here it's gonna show you the torque, power, and then the boost here. Here it's gonna show you the engine temp, the oil temperature actually in the engine, which is actually quite nice. So as you can see, the power that it's applying according to the speed. Now it's only 20 something kilowatts, but then if you hammer it, it's still not full power, but it's doing too much. And that's not full power, that's the crazy part. Yeah, nah, this is nice. This is nice. Another thing is the brake feel. The brake doesn't feel like, when you're braking, it feels like there's a point where it stops braking, but then if you basically press it fully down, it's gonna jolt you in, which it did on the, when I was launching, when I was braking. It really brakes, especially when you're on sport mode. It really brakes. The brake feel might not feel as if like it's gonna do too much, but it really does brake. So this car is nice. And another question is, how's the fuel consumption if you drive spiritedly or if you drive really fast. You can see 15.5 liters per 100. So yeah, it can be quite high if you drive really spiritedly. However, I can show you some other figures. It can be low if you really drive like intentionally wanting to save fuel. So but if you're not and just driving, you can get around 13. If you're driving really fast or launching there and there, you're gonna get 15.5 or above or just below. So yeah. So now it's dark outside, but another question is how is the practicality of this car? So we'll start with the boot and how to open it. You just one kick, perfect. It never misses every time. So this is the size of the boot. It's actually quite spacious. It's quite big. Can fit a lot of things here. So yeah, it's quite spacious. Close it like that as well. Continuing into the rear seats, we do have space and we do have some amenities like this armrest here with cup holders just at the back, and we have isofix point for child seat just there. And then continuing, we do have vents at the back, which is quite nice, and you can control the temperature as well. Yeah, and 2 charging ports at the back. So yeah, it's quite nice. Another question is, how is the phone connectivity? Basically, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Well, I've been able to connect Apple CarPlay successfully in an instant. I've never been able to connect Android Auto. I've tried everything that I can. I've never had problems on any other car connecting Android Auto wirelessly or wired. But with this one, or actually on BMWs, I've never been able to do that. So BMW, please fix that. Now, closing it with costs. How are they? And please do subscribe if you haven't already. And I trust that you just have subscribed right now. And I thank you for that. So the first one is the service, right? So all new BMWs come with a motor plan that lasts for 5 years or 100,000 kilometers. It can be extended to the maximum of 7 years or 200,000 kilometers. So what does the motor plan do? It covers your mechanical and electrical failures or faults or issues like a warranty does, and service as well. So you basically don't have to pay for those as long as the car is under 100,000 kilometers or less than 5 years. And this car still falls under that criteria. It's a 2023 model and it has around 40,000 kilometers on the clock. So thus far, the maintenance cost, we're still good. And it has never had any mechanical or electrical issues as well. So it's been good, it's been reliable. And please do keep in mind that what I'm saying doesn't cover fender benders or accidents. Those are covered by insurance. And the last question I received is, when am I getting mine? All I can point you to is Isaiah 60 verse 22. That's all I can point you to. And I thank you. Esto me internet.